Hello everyone and welcome to the first rest day of the 20... Wait, what? There's stage 10 today? Must be Bastille Day. The French love a good Bastille Day and they love a punchy, horrible stage to control on the rest day. Stage 10 is 165.3 kilometers to Enzat to La Mont-Dore Super Sancy. My beautiful profile of the stage here is, as I drop it, artwork made for the Tate Modern. I'm going to take a deep dive into the route and what I think is going to happen in terms of the GC on what I expect to be a huge, dramatic GC day at the Tour de France. So there's two big things that this stage is going to have. One is elevation. 3,500 meters is quite a lot. And two, absolute carnage. It's not like a mountain stage when you can sort of control the breakaways a little bit. This is going to tee off. 6.5k in is the first climb. The Côte de Lombrat. Côte de Lombrat. Or Lombrat. That climb is going to be absolute chaos. Its first 600 meters is 12.8%, so you're going to get the attacks early on it. The whole climb is 4.2 at 6.1%. That leads into a rolly section towards the intermediate sprint, and then 3 back-to-back category 2 climbs. Good luck to anyone trying to control it, because we know UAE are going to want to try and control it, especially without Almeida. We know Visma are going to want to try and send Jorgensen up the road. We know that they're going to probably try and send Wout van Aert up the road to be those satellite riders, one, but also to put Pogacar and UAE under pressure, because we know Pogacar has some sort of issue with Jorgensen. We know that Bora are going to try and place Lipovitz up the road. We know that Ineos, hopefully, will try and place Rodriguez in the breakaway if they're going to race a little bit differently. And we hope that Remco might try and put a Schachmann or Valentin Paripantra up the road to be those satellite riders for later in the stage, where Remco and Vingegaard can take advantage of UAE's isolation. Good luck is all I'm going to say to UAE in controlling that stage. The 3 back-to-back category 2 climbs are 4.8 at 7.3, 5.2 at 6.7, and 3.4 at 7.3. And the final one has a nasty sting of a little drag all the way up a further 3 or 4 kilometers at an average of sort of 5 to 6%. So on to what the final part of the stage looks like, and we've got 2 lovely category 2 climbs to finish. Not very long, but they're going to be hard, and at the end of a very hard stage, it's going to be a bit insane. The Col de la Croix Robert is 5.1 kilometers at an average of 6.4%. That is the penultimate climb of the day. Then a sharp descent, and then the Puy de Sancy, 3.8 at 7.8%. But more importantly, the final 3k, it doesn't drop below 7.5%. So, my prediction time. I've done pretty well so far this year with several wins, more wins than losses. So, let's see. Breakaway, chaos. I'm expecting about a 20 rider breakaway, and it'll include the Healey's, the Gregoires, the guys going for stage wins. But I also think it will include some GC guys or GC teams. Visma, I think, won't manage to get Jorgensen there. I don't see Pogacar allowing that. But they will get Van Aert and Benoot up the road. Potentially Simon Yates. But I would imagine definitely Benoot and Van Aert. Bora, Lipovitz will be up the road. He loves getting into a breakaway like he did at the Dauphiné. And I think the best place on GC to get up the road will be Kevin Vauquelin. Don't think Oscar Onley will want to try. I think he fancies his chances from a group and getting that sort of top 10, top 5 on GC that way. So Vocalan will be up the road, and it's going to force two teams to control or attempt to control. Remco with quick step because Vocalan and Lipovic are gaining time in the white jersey, and Pogacar because you've got satellite riders for Jonas Vingegaard. And without Almeida, it's going to cause a massive issue, and it's going to force someone like Adam Yates to really have to step up this year. The middle part of the stage, I think the gap will hover between 1 and 2.5 minutes. And as we get to the Col de la Croix Robert, or whatever the climb is called, that is when I think Pogacar is going to make his first move. I think UAE will control all the way, and then on the Robert climb, Pogacar will make his first move. Vingegaard and Remco will be able to follow because it's not all out. I'm going to try and get a gap attack. That will come on the final climb of the stage. And he will gain time on Vingegaard and Remco. And I think Vingegaard will gain time on Remco as well. Remco seems to be riding into the race well, but there is still a gap between Remco and Vingegaard on a stage like this, I think. So that's what I think will happen in the GC group, but I do not think that will be for the stage win. I think that will only be to put time on Pogacar and on Vingegaard and Remco. So I think for the stage win, I'm going to go with Florian Lipovic. I think he's a dangerous rider but he won't be watched as closely. So if Vocalan gets up the road, then they will have to chase, especially quick step. If Lipovic, he's a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes behind, I don't think he'll need to be chased as much. So I think Lipovic will win the stage. I think Pogacar will finish up there somewhere. So I think it will be a GC day, but not for the stage. And he'll put in about 15-20 seconds into Vingegaard and about 25 to 30 into Remco. Let's enjoy the chaos, though. It's going to be insane.